All right, everybody. Remember, I warned you, we're supposed to get loud. Can we get loud one time? Let's go. All right. Good evening and welcome to our Grad Solution and Smart Schools 2026 July graduation ceremony. My name is Rusty Schaefer, and I am the East Valley Hub Manager for Graduation Solutions and Smart Schools. We have all gathered here today to cheer and celebrate the determination and hard work that our high school students of 2026 have made. We are so thankful that each of you has come to show your unwavering support for your loved ones and to celebrate our graduates with us. I want to thank Living Word Bible Church for opening its doors to us so we can use this magnificent space and all the facilities here to host all of you. I'd like to now invite Mr. David Gonzalez to do our invocation.
What an honor to be here tonight. If you don't mind, I know we have some Spanish speakers in the house, so I just wanted to give a greeting in Spanish. Bienvenidos, tenemos latinos en este lugar. ¿Sí? Nos unimos a ustedes en esta celebración tan especial. Felicidades a ustedes y a su familia que están graduando y amigos. Let us take a time of prayer. Heavenly Father, today we gather with full hearts of gratitude and hope as we celebrate this remarkable achievement. Thank you for each graduate represented here. Their journey has required perseverance, sacrifice, courage, and determination. Thank you for sustaining them through every challenge and for bringing them to this moment of accomplishment. We also thank you for their families, their friends, the faculty who have encouraged, support, and believed in them all along the way. May they share in the joy of this day, knowing that their investment has helped shape lives and future. We ask your blessing upon every graduate. Grant them wisdom as they make decisions, integrity in every endeavor, compassion for those that they serve, and courage to pursue excellence with humility. May they use the knowledge that they have gained not merely to build successful careers, but to make a meaningful difference in the community and the lives of others. Bless the work of Grad Solutions and Smart Schools. Continue to use these organizations to open doors of opportunity, restore hope, and transform lives through education. As we celebrate this milestone together, may this ceremony be filled with joy, gratitude, and inspiration. May each graduate leave today confident in what they have accomplished and hopeful for all that lies ahead. We dedicate this celebration to you with thankful hearts. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Please rise to honor our freedom and country. I'd like to introduce McKenna Faith.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
Thank you so much. That was such a beautiful way to start our ceremony. I would now like to introduce you to the people you see seated with me on stage. To my left, we have Mr. Jim Lee, founder and CEO of Graduation Solutions and Smart Schools. Next, we have Mrs. Teddy Gonzalez, our re-engagement manager. And our wonderful executive team, Mr. Dan Mallant, Executive Director of Academics. And Ms. Kelly Sherrick, Executive Director of Mentoring. I would also like to acknowledge that it would not be possible to celebrate our students here without the efforts of our dedicated and talented staff members. Would all employees here please rise? It is you that helped our students when they felt like they couldn't be helped. We thank you so much for all your hard work and dedication to our students. Let's give them another round of applause. Next for this evening, please join me in welcoming our honorary guests. I would like to welcome our community partners who joined us today. It is your belief in our program and in these students that made this possible. I'd also like to welcome Laura Madrid, President and CEO of La Promise Company and La Anza, 1190 AM and 99.5 FM. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Good evening. Buenas noches. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Soy chaparrita. So before we begin, graduates, could you please stand? Now, graduates, take a big breath in. Stop and exhale. That breath you just took, that's the sound of relief, the sound of accomplishment. Take your seats, please.
Well done.
That sound was someone who didn't give up. Today you finally said, I did it. You are now a graduate. You are now a high school graduate. Now I have a question for you. How many times did you think about quitting? Maybe because life got too busy with work, with children, with family, maybe health. Or maybe you thought you were too old for a high school diploma. Or maybe because you thought what people might think. But you kept on going. See, this is the thing about starting. It takes courage. It takes courage to start something. Finishing takes character. And that is what you have. Between the beginning and today, life happened. There are setbacks, disappointments, moments of doubt, and days when giving up would have been easier. But every time life tried to convince you that your dream could wait, you chose to move forward. And that's what makes something special and meaningful today. I want to remember how you are feeling today, because there will be another challenge in your life, another moment when you want to just give up. You think it's going to be too difficult because that's what life is. But remember today, remember how you feel at this particular moment. And when that moment gets hard, think of that feeling, of this feeling of accomplishment. And that no matter how far and how long it took you, you did it, you finished. Be the first to believe in you. Don't wait for others. So today, as you celebrate this great accomplishment, I want to leave you with 3 questions. What is your next challenge? What's your next dream? And whose life will you inspire because you had the courage to keep on going? For me, success is not about reaching another goal. It's about opening doors and leading the way and believing that you can and believing that you can help others. Graduates, I am incredibly proud of you. When I heard about the school, I was like, wow, that's pretty amazing. And I want you to be proud of you because it doesn't matter what I or anyone else thinks. It is what you think. It is how you feel about you. So today, remember that everything that you do is for you. What you show up for is up to you. Para todos ustedes que están aquí apoyándolos, también siempre recuerden que ustedes también son parte de este proceso. Y el proceso no termina aquí. Eso simplemente es el comienzo. Así que también para ustedes, comiencen a preguntarse, ¿qué es lo que quiero hacer? ¿Y cómo voy a llegar? Porque llegar siempre se puede. So tomorrow, after you're done celebrating, wake up, take a deep breath, and start thinking about what's next. What's your next chapter going to be? What's your next challenge going to be? Because today, you've already finished one of many. So, graduates of class of 2026, congratulations. The best part is about to come. And I am so excited for you. And for all of you young people, do not let an algorithm define who you are. You define who you are. Para todos ustedes, jóvenes, ustedes definan quiénes son. Que no sea un agredido que los vaya a definir ustedes. Así que, papás, familia, vamos a dar la bienvenida a una clase 2026 con su high school diploma. Felicidades a todos ustedes.
Thank you, Laura, for those inspiring words. Today, we are excited to hear from 2 of our very own graduates as they address their peers and share a little bit about themselves and their journeys. Please help me welcome Natalia Diaz from Graduation Solutions.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I just wanted to give a speech. I need to pull it up real quick, so give me a second. Growing up as a little girl, my home life wasn't always the best. My mom became a single mother at the age of 15. By the time I was 4 years old, she was already 18. My sister Daisy was born. We struggled a lot financially and lived in a rundown trailer, but my mom always made sure we had everything we needed: food, clothes, and toys. Even though they weren't always the best condition, I remember me and my sister being happy. During my younger years in school, I loved it. I remember coming home on the last day of first grade crying to my mom because I didn't want to leave my teacher or school for the summer. I always received reading rewards and awards for being a good student. I was a very talkative kid, but I never let that get in the way of my learning. When I reached high school, I had already started going down the wrong path. I wanted so badly to fit in with the same people who used to bully me. But my sophomore year, I became very depressed. I was so focused on wanting to grow up and become an adult that I didn't realize when the time finally came, I wished to be a kid again. I stopped caring about school, my grades, and the way I treated people around me. I was constantly skipping class and not attending school at all because I was lost in my own thoughts. Eventually, I gave up and I dropped out for 2 years. At the end of what was supposed to be my junior year, I found that I was pregnant with my daughter Yaritza. At the moment, I knew something in my life had to change. All I knew that I wanted to be the greatest mother I could possibly be for my daughter and give her opportunities that I wish I never had, or that I wish I had. I started doing grad solutions online at the beginning of my pregnancy, and I finished just 2 weeks after giving birth. My mentor was amazing. She was sweet, kind, and made finishing school much less difficult. My classes were self paced and very convenient for me during the time of my life. I want to thank my family for always being there for me and never giving up, even when things were hard. I especially want to thank my mom for showing me what hard work looks like and for loving me even through all of our disagreements. Lastly, I want to thank my daughter Yaritza. Without you, I wouldn't have the motivation to keep going. You are my reason every single day for the rest of my life. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. So sorry. Thank you, Natalia. All right. Please help me welcome our next student speaker, Marina Garcia from Smart Schools. Please come on up.
Thank you. Yeah, that should be good. Good evening, everyone. Wow, I didn't think I was going to be this nervous. Okay. Okay. Good evening, everyone. I know many of us had obstacles that delayed our graduation. Okay. For me, I dropped out of high school when I was at the age of 17. I was a little more than halfway finished, but life got hectic. Then, almost a year later, I ended up pregnant with my first daughter, Isabella. My first daughter, Bella, was born with so many health problems. When she was born, we stayed in the hospital with her for 2 months. After we were discharged, she still had so many health issues that it was nonstop appointments, specialists, therapies, and a lot of learning on my behalf. This was all learning experience. This is all a learning experience for me. She was my first baby. Typically, when you have a baby, you get to experience all the typical fun baby things. Instead of feeding my baby a bottle, I was preparing her G-tube feeding. Instead of teaching her how to crawl or walk, we're picking out her stand or a wheelchair. She ended up stable with no G-tube anymore. She learned how to scoot and crawl at a late age, but she learned how to do it. I learned how to organize and keep appointments and therapies all in order. I thought about going back to school so many times, yet each time felt farther and farther from possible. Now, fast forwarding 8 years later, when I signed up for Smart Schools, I was about 6 months pregnant with my second daughter, Allie. I wanted to wait until I was about close to the end of my pregnancy. In my mind, I figured that it would be easier to handle school and the family life. Then life got even rough again because our oldest daughter's health started to get very, very complicated. So then, fast forward to a month later, I said I would start after I had the baby. Breastfeeding and pumping were hard. Life, yet again, got harder. um, our I lost my place, sorry. Lifeguarding. At a month old, my newborn baby ended up in the hospital for meningitis. I had a medically fragile daughter at home who needed me, and one in the hospital. My husband and I would rotate shifts. This lasted for 2 weeks until they sent my newborn baby home. My advisor, Deborah Prigg, has heard, seen, and I can imagine felt it all with me. Deb sympathized with me. The school helped me during the hardest times. They not only worked with me to help keep my spot, but they were also there emotionally to hear me out. So I promise, with the right team and help, it is possible. Standing here tonight means more to me than I could ever put in words. For a long time, I honestly thought that this moment would never come. There were so many times life felt heavier than my dreams, so many moments where survival had to come before school, and so many nights I questioned if I would ever finish. I'm 27 years old. I'm a wife. I'm a mother to two beautiful, medically complex children who depend on me every single day. My life has been filled with appointments, hospital visits, sleepless nights, fear, exhaustion, and responsibilities that at times felt impossible to carry. There were days I felt mentally, emotionally, and physically drained, days where giving up would have been easier. But somewhere in the middle of all that chaos, I made a promise to myself that I would finish. Not just for me, but for my children. I wanted them to grow up seeing that no matter how hard life becomes, you do not stop fighting for your future. For a long time, I was embarrassed that my journey looked different than others. I thought being older meant I had failed somehow. But standing here tonight, I realized something important. Success does not have an expiration date. There is no deadline on becoming who you're meant to be. This diploma is more than a piece of paper to me. It represents every tear cried in silence, every breakdown I pushed through, every sacrifice made, every moment I kept going when nobody saw how hard it truly was. It represents resilience, faith, strength, and survival. And tonight, I hope anyone who feels behind in life understands this. Your story is not over. Life may delay you, but that does not mean that you are denied. Sometimes the strongest people are the ones who keep going even when life gives them every reason to stop. To my children, thank you for being the reason. Thank you for being my reason. Everything I do is for you. I hope that one day you look back at this moment and understand that mom never gave up. And to everyone, and to my husband, I want to say thank you so much because you have been my rock in all of it. Life and finishing school, it was very important for me to finish. He pushed me like it was crazy. My family also was my biggest rock. They not only helped me with my daughters, they helped me giving me life advice. They helped me pushing through many, many jobs. um, and to get to this moment. And to everyone graduating tonight, no matter how long it took us to get here, we made it. And that is something that nobody can ever take from us. Thank you.
Natalia and Marina, thank you so much for sharing today a bit about your experience, motivation, and inspiration. Each of you did an excellent job. Ladies and gentlemen, some of our students here have made the commitment to serve our country in military service after their graduation. Can I ask those students to please stand? And in that thread, may I please ask all veterans and current military, please stand so we can recognize you. Thank you for your service. I would now ask any students who have arrived from out of state, please stand. Thank you for your commitment to be here. It is my pleasure to turn today's proceedings over to the man, the myth, the legend, our founder and CEO, Mr. Jim Lee. Jim founded our organization based on the belief that every student deserves a chance to earn a high school diploma, no matter their circumstances. Without his vision and leadership in cultivating the resources, teams, and staff that we have, we would not be able to provide this vehicle for our students to achieve. Please help me welcome Mr. Jim Lee to the stand.
They never learn. When you get the mic second, you can say anything about what they just said. So, poor Rusty. I'm kidding. I'll get him later. So, glad you all are here. You guys are amazing. This is why we do what we do. FYI, little tidbit, tiny little thing. Today is our company's 14th anniversary. So you picked a really cool time to graduate. It's kind of a fun little celebration for us too. I want to take just a couple minutes because I get to introduce our special guest tonight. And it was a pretty cool experience that I had for her to actually be here and join us this night. But I also wanted to remind all of you that are out here celebrating, there's going to be opportunities to get loud. And when I mean get loud, I mean, this is one of those things where you don't hold back and go, yeah, golf clap, or whatever. Last ceremony was good. But when you guys came in and we're like doing the processional and you guys are getting loud, you were starting to already blow the walls down here. And that's the kind of loud I want to see. Cool? You guys can do that? So we're going to do a test run. They're awesome. We know they're awesome. They're amazing. And they've overcome great adversities, as you know, more than anybody else. And so we're going to kick off by doing a little celebration. I'm going to introduce our guest. You're going to welcome her with a huge also applause and recognition. And then we're going to have some fun. We're going to pass the mic a little bit. And then we're going to do the whole graduate, walk across the stage, turn the tassel. That's the plan. So if you're ready for that, let's see how loud we can make this church by going as loud as you can on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Come on. There is no way. Like, you know them. They're way louder than that. Am I telling the truth? Way louder. So you got to do it better than that because we ain't kicking it off until you guys can actually get loud. You did better when we started than that. So I'm going to give you one more chance. 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Loud. Okay, that was a little better, but right now 4 o'clock is just saying. 4 o'clock's looking a little bit louder, just saying. All right, I'm not going to drag this out because you're going to have more opportunities and we will push the envelope a little bit more. This young lady that I get to introduce is someone that I was fortunate enough to watch American Idol. I don't watch it often, but I found out that there was a Gilbert girl on there, and I actually had the opportunity to know her family and live by them. And she did just exceptionally well on the show. She was on America's Got Talent. She got on to American Idol. She finished in the top 10. She finished number 6. That's a pretty amazing accomplishment, as we all know. So fast forward, I know her relatives. I lived by her aunt. And I said, hey, it would be so cool. I knew her story this much from American Idol. And I thought, you guys would love to hear this story. And it would be great if she would come sing and speak, if she was open to that. And her aunt quickly said, no. And I thought, gee, not even going to give me a swing at the plate or anything? Give me give me a softball, anything? No. She's moving to Nashville. I'm like, well, that's a good idea, but planes still fly from Nashville to Phoenix, even during monsoon in July. Correct? Yes, they do. And her aunt's answer was, nope, not going to happen. So I thought, okay, whatever, we'll see what happens. I'm not going to take no for an answer, but if there's an opportunity, we'll see what happens. I'm a person of faith. I'm just waiting and going, okay, if this is a divine appointment, she'll come. I go to a prayer breakfast for the East Valley mayors, and my friend is there singing and opening the show. Her name's McKenna Faith. And I had the opportunity to listen to her sing and then join after the show. I got to go up and meet her and ask her if she would be willing to not only sing at a graduation, but speak and tell her story. This is not what she does for a living. She sings and writes songs, and she does it exceptionally well. But she has decided that she was willing to grace our ceremonies and share her story. It's a lot more of a story than you would see on TV. So if you will do me the great honor and distinct favor by welcoming her with a very loud welcome, I would greatly appreciate it. McKenna Faith. You go, girl.
That was such a nice intro, Jim. Thank you so much. I really do feel like it was kind of like divine intervention for me to be here. I just flew down just for these 2 days to speak to you guys and sing for you guys and just share my story. But before I get into that, I just want to just have you guys look around the room and just look at each other and tell each other you're proud of each other. I'm proud of you guys. This whole room is proud of you guys. Every cap, every gown, every smile, every family member in the audience, every friend, every single person in here has a beautifully unique story, different from each other. But the one thing that we all have in common is that we are not giving up and we're taking one step, one foot after the other, even doing it blind sometimes, but you guys made it here, and I'm just so proud of you for taking those next steps. Some of you may have had a pretty straight path to this day. I don't think any of us in here have had a straight path in our lives, but I know a lot of you guys have gone through a lot of hardships to get to this point. Some of you work jobs after classes. Some of you are mothers. Some of you had to take care of your siblings, dysfunctional families, and just trying to heal on top of all of this while going through and graduating and getting your diploma. And some of you have fought and are still fighting battles that not a single person in this room could possibly understand. But you kept showing up. When I was asked to speak today, I thought about a few things to talk about. I'm not like a professional speaker. I'm not great at this, but I just wanted to talk about the things that have helped me in my life and that have changed my trajectory and my path. Working hard is great. Chasing your dreams is great. But I don't think that's what I would have needed to hear when I was at my lowest. I think I would have needed someone to hold me and say, your story isn't over because XYZ happened. Just because when you're 16, 17, 18, 20, or 27 like me, it's amazing how quickly you can convince yourself that one bad moment, one bad chapter is somehow your whole book. One bad decision, one failed class, broken relationship, one family problem, one mistake, one disappointment, one dream that didn't happen the way you thought it would. And all of a sudden you start believing that you've missed your chance. That everyone else is moving forward while you're standing still. That's a hard feeling to feel. And I've learned that almost everyone feels this way at some point in their lives, no matter the age. Even the people who look like they have it all together, especially the people who look like they have it all together. Social media and the internet, and the times that we're in, it's all done a really good job at convincing us that everyone else's life is happening better or faster than ours. You see people getting accepted into new careers, people get engaged, starting businesses, people who wake up every morning and have the energy to set up their camera and film themselves getting ready for their days and then post it. When I think all of us in here are really just trying to make it to next Tuesday. That's how I feel, and I can relate to that feeling. A little bit about my story, my history. I had a beautiful life growing up. And I really want you to think about the word choices while you're listening to my story, because I think that's the thing I'm going to go with today. I had a beautiful, blessed life. I was adopted at birth into the most beautiful Christian family who loved me and supported me in every way that I could ever ask for. And all of high school, I had friends, but I did not have self-worth. Like, I didn't see my worth. I didn't see my beauty. I didn't see the good things about me that other people saw. And so when I graduated, I stopped seeking the things that were good for me and the people that were good for me. And I fell into a life of addiction really quickly, and started experimenting with substances. And pretty quickly, my life got turned completely upside down, complete 180. I was homeless for a little while, just doing drugs in my car and not asking for help. I didn't want help at all. Like, I chose to be in that place, and I was going to continue being in that place because that was the easiest thing to do at the moment. But I had two hard choices I could have made. I could have kept being in that pain, not get sober, not get clean, or I could have felt the pain that it takes to put in that work. And I think it's a lot harder to sit and not do something about what you're going through. I was in addiction for about 10 years. I lost my family. In the meantime of all of this, just so many people had to stop helping me because I was just down this path of self-destruction and wasn't trying to get off of it. And there was one day when I had finally felt prompted to research my birth family. In those years of addiction, I had found out about my birth family and found out about my birth mom. I didn't have any contact with anyone. I found out my birth mom had passed away and all these things. I had no interest in meeting them or finding them. But the day I got sober, I got an email from all my birth aunts saying that they have been waiting to reach out to me for 7 years and that they've been waiting for the right time, and this was the right time they felt. And I've been able to stay clean for the most part. I have my ups and downs, but thank you. Thank you. And I mean, everyone goes through hard things. And the reason I'm telling you about this specifically is because what happened after these choices that I made when I was finally ready to move forward and take that next step into growth and progression and healing, I got that email from my birth family. We talked later that day. And later that week, I got a call from American Idol saying that they had wanted me to audition. And I was like, why not? Why not? I've wanted to audition for the last several years. I'm going to do it. And in my audition, after the judges listened to me sing, they asked me to open the doors. And I opened the doors, and my entire birth family was standing out there with my family and just waiting to embrace me. And that was the first time I ever got to meet them in person, was on live TV. And it was beautiful. It was something that I wasn't expecting to happen, but having that on film to be able to rewatch for the rest of my life is the biggest blessing that I could ever ask for. American Idol was amazing. I got top 6. I worked really hard, but just with my audition, I had gained millions of views just overnight and millions of eyes on me. And I kind of, we all grow up thinking like the more followers you have, the more people watching you, the more people saying they're proud of you, that determines your worth and your value. But what I learned from the success is that it didn't heal my problems. I was still broken. I was still needing to take steps forward. And from the outside, it looked like everything was perfect. All the hard work had finally paid off, but I learned that the parts of someone's life that everyone applauds are usually just the smallest parts of their story. People saw the TV show. They didn't see the years before it. They just saw my performances. They didn't see the fear and the mental battles and the nights where I questioned whether I could keep going or whether I was good enough. And even after the show, life didn't suddenly just become better or easier. It got harder. I honestly thought that if I could just make it onto that stage, onto the TV, where people could see me, that everything would finally fall into place. And that the dream I chased for so many years that was starting to come true would somehow fix all my problems. And that success would just quiet my fears and my pain. But instead, right as opportunities started coming to me from the show, like concerts, shows, just kind of jobs I've prayed for my whole life, I was notified I needed to get vocal surgery. And that would require me taking at least 6 months off, talking and singing. The one thing I just thought I was supposed to be and do on this planet and in this life. I'm still learning my voice again. I just remember it's been such a journey. It's been 2 years now, but I remember thinking, like, God, why now? Like, I've worked so hard to get here. Why would this happen now? It forced me to ask a question that I've never had to ask before is who am I without this dream of mine? Like, if this gets taken away, then who am I? And I didn't know who I was, and I didn't love who I was. So looking back, I just know that success is not the answer or solution to insecurity or fears. It wasn't the thing that was going to make me whole. Those things have to be found in a much deeper place where there's pain, grittiness, hardships. I've experienced the loss of people I love. I've watched plans and dreams fall apart. I've had doors I desperately wanted to walk through completely shut in my face. And I've had moments where I honestly just look at my life and think, like, what am I doing? What am I supposed to do now? I have no idea. I'm blind. And maybe you've asked yourself that question too. And if you are, I need you to know that not knowing what comes next for you does not mean that you're failing. I used to spend so much time asking God to show me the entire plan, and I wanted the map. I wanted to know all the paths and where taking those steps would lead me. Life does not work that way, and faith doesn't work that way. Most of the time, we're only given enough answers just to take that next step. And somehow that's just got to be enough. Giving up is not an option. Because looking back, the moments that shaped me the most were not the moments where everything was working out. They were the moments where I had to keep walking and keep moving forward when I felt like my legs couldn't move. And maybe that's why I love this room so much. It's because every person sitting here today is proof that you don't have to have your whole life figured out to be able to keep moving forward and achieve your goals. You just have to be willing to take that next step. The older I get, the more I realize that life isn't about finding the answers and surrounding yourself with people you think have the answers. It's finding people who are willing to walk with you and keep walking with you, even when it feels impossible. I used to think courage looked fearless. And as I get older, I realize that courage is so ordinary looking. That looks like getting out of bed on days that you literally cannot. It looks like asking for help. It looks like apologizing when you're wrong. It looks like trying again and starting again after everybody, including yourself, has started to doubt you. And sometimes courage looks like walking across the stage to receive a diploma you had to fight a little bit harder to earn. Never let anyone, including yourself, make you feel like your accomplishment means less because your road looked different than theirs. Character is not built when life is easy. It's built in the moments that no one claps for and that no one sees. It's built on the nights you wanted to drop everything and quit and just cry on the side of your bed. The days you wondered if all the work was even worth it. Those are the moments that shape who you become. They're essential for our growth and in our futures. One day, years from now, no one's going to ask you, like, how long it took you to get to this point. They're going to remember how you treated people, your character, whether you were kind, whether you were honest, whether you showed up when you were needed, Whether you're a good friend, I think those are the things that actually matter and things that last. And I think that's why comparison is so dangerous, because social media can just make us think that we're not enough and isolate us to not be our best selves and not put ourselves out there. Life is not about comparison, it's about becoming. Becoming someone who loves well, becoming someone who learns well, becoming someone who tells the truth, who keeps showing up, and who leaves people better than they found them. For me, that becoming in life has always been a huge part of my faith. My faith has become less about having every answer and more about trusting that even when I can't see the whole picture, God can. There have been moments in my life where I've begged for a different ending, moments where I couldn't understand why something had to hurt so much, just to get to the other side. But if I could go back and tell the younger version of myself one thing, it would just be to simply keep going. Not because tomorrow is guaranteed to be easier, it's probably not, but because there's so much beauty in our lives that we are yet to find and see. There's friendships that you haven't made yet. There's songs I haven't written yet, places I haven't been to, places you haven't been to, people we haven't had the opportunity to love yet, and dreams that haven't even crossed our minds yet. Some of you are walking out here knowing exactly what you're going to do tomorrow, and some of you have no clue, and both are completely fine. You just have to be willing to keep moving forward, and when you don't know what that next step is, when you're feeling blindsided in this path, just be kind. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to other people. Keep working hard, and just love people well. Work on forgiving quickly and keeping your promises and asking for help when you need it. I think one of the reasons why my struggles continued on for so long, for those 10 years, is because I refused to ask for help. But you will learn crazy things when you just take that step and ask and see what that does for you. I've met people who have everything the world says will make you happy in this life, and they're miserable. I've met people who have little to nothing in this life, and they fill every single room with sunshine and joy. Success and fulfillment are just not the same thing. So if you chase anything after today, don't chase the title. Don't chase numbers on Instagram or TikTok. Don't chase followers. Don't chase someone else's definition of success. Chase a life that you're proud to live when no one's watching, because that's really when it's going to define your character the most. I'm going to sing a song for you guys that I wrote. And before I do that, I just wanted to say, just kind of add on what all these beautiful speakers have been saying, is when life gets hard, and it will, when you make mistakes, and you will, when plans change unexpectedly and doors close, and they will, please don't decide your worth or who you are based off of your worst day. I think when we don't have self-worth, our choices can be detrimental to our future, and it really plays a role in that. And when you can have self-love and love yourself and see yourself the way that God sees you, the way everyone here sees you, you will make better decisions, and it becomes easier the more you love yourself. It took me a long time. Wherever life takes you next, walk towards it with courage, walk towards it with humility and hope, and knowing that your value is never determined by how quickly you got to achieving what you desire in this life. It's determined by the person it forces you to become along the way. This song I'm going to sing, I wrote it about a month ago. I had just lost someone that I loved very deeply, super unexpectedly. It was just rocked my world. It left me with more questions than answers, and I had just dropped everything that I knew here in Arizona and moved to Nashville by myself the week before he passed away. And when I got back to Tennessee after the funeral, I sat down with all my grief, all my questions I didn't know how to ask, and I just poured them onto paper. And I just hope this song can remind you that when life hits you with those painfully challenging and confusing trials, because it will, there is somebody who does understand that what we are going through in our day-to-day lives, and if we trust him, I promise you, he will carry us through anything. This is called Trust You Anyway. thought I'd be here, all my hopes turned to tears, all my prayers ending wide. God, you say that you're good, how could this ever be good? I'm barely breathing inside. Might be broken in two, but I'm talking to you, guess I'm not alone. And looking back, I can see you've been faithful to me, you never let me go. I will trust you, I will trust you, 'cause who else could I run to? Hold my heart together when my whole world starts to break. I will trust you, I will trust you, every single step I take, every weakness you have always made my strength, so I will trust you anyway. You're not a stranger to grief, you were wounded for me, you know the depths of my pain. I might be fighting my doubts, I might not see a way out, even so I will say, I will trust you, I will trust you, 'cause who else could I run to hold my heart together when my whole world starts to break. I will trust you, I will trust you, every single step I take. At my weakest, you have always been my strength, so I will trust you anyway. Anyway, might be broken in two, but I'm talking to you, guess I'm not alone. Looking back, I can see you've been faithful to me, you never let me go. Oh, I will trust you, I will trust you, 'cause who else could I run to hold my heart together when my whole world starts to break. I will trust you, I will trust you, every single step I take. At my weakest, you have always been my strength, so I will trust you anyway. You will carry me through anything I face, so I will trust you anyway. Thank you guys for giving me time tonight and listening. And I love all of you, and I don't know you. Thank you for working hard and not giving up. And congratulations, class of 2026.
Okay, McKenna Faith, give it up one more time, please. Okay, this is where we get to hear from you guys. If you want to pass the mic and say hello or thank you, or you love your mom, your dad, the CEO of Grad Solutions and Smart Schools, whatever you feel like saying. But if you will bless your loved ones here, that would be great.
Thank you, Caitlin. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Liliana, wherever you are. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you to all my parents and family. I love you guys. Hi, everybody. My name is Lilianne. I want to thank God, first off, my family sitting in the back, my mom and my Mimi, my sisters, and my husband who's at home and who provides so that I can finish school today. Hello, everyone. My name is Stephanie. I want to say thank you to my mom. She's a single mom of 5, and she was able to carry us on. And also my sister who's watching me from New York. I miss you so much. You're my #1 supporter. I miss you and thank you.
Hi, my name is Angelina. I want to say thank you to my family and my wife. I want to say thank you to everyone who supported me through my life.
Hi, my name is Blake, and I just want to give a big shout out to my family.
Hello, my name is Walter Jackson, and I appreciate everybody that came out here for me, my people that supported me, and God bless.
Hi, my name is Araceli Gomez. Thank you, my family, for staying here supporting me. Thank you, my family in Mexico, too. Le mando un saludo a mi mamá que me está mirando de México. Ella no puede estar aquí, a mi familia, todos allá. Y a mi familia que está aquí, también muchas gracias por ayudarme a ganar mi meta. Muchas gracias a mi esposo. Te amo.
I'm Marcio. I want to thank my sisters. I put them through a lot, and if it wasn't for them, I would have finished. And I thank my boyfriend and his daughter, and my daughters, and my friends and family that came for me. It was a long road, took 16 years, but I made it because of them. And I did it. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Alexis, and I want to thank my best friend for coming, my brother, my dad, everybody, my Nino and Nina. Congratulations, everybody.
Hi, my name is Shadla. I want to thank my family for coming out for me, and congratulations to everyone. Hi, I'm Maddie, and I want to thank my family, and especially my mom. I love you so much. I'm Delia, and I want to thank Grad Solutions, my mentor John, my family, and congratulations to everyone. Hi, my name is Sophie. I want to thank my family for supporting me through this whole time, and I also wanted to thank my mentor Sophia. Wherever she's at in here, she is the reason that I graduated, and I love her so much. So thank you, everybody. Congratulations.
I'm Monique, and oh my God, I already cried so much. I want to thank my mom, because she definitely never left my side throughout all the shit that I put her through. I'm so sorry. I'm so emotional. I just want to thank her. I want to thank Laura Payne, because she definitely lit that fire under me, and I went for it. And I finished within like 6 months of her being my mentor. But thank God bless us all, and congratulations to everybody here.
Hey, if you guys have never spoken in public before, especially in front of a large group, you would not know how hard that really is to do. Will you give them a huge round of applause for all of our speakers? Okay, so we have 2 orders of business. We're going to have you guys stand up and do this diploma thing here in a minute, walk across the stage, celebrate, and this is where you guys can go nuts and go crazy. But in order to get them up and get them over there, you got to go nuts and go crazy first. I told you it was coming. I warned you. So this is where you guys, seriously, soak it in, because this is a momentous occasion. It is one of those things that you graduate high school one time. So when they get loud and they go nuts and they show you how special this is for them to be here, just bask in it. Just let it go. Just soak it all in. But in order to do that, they got to get super loud. So if you appreciate the journey, you appreciate them, you love them, you want them to feel this moment, show them how cool it is that they did this. We're going to walk, we're going to do the tassel, and we're done. It's going to go quick. So this is where you guys get to go crazy, get loud, and I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. They can do better. Yeah, they can do better. Come on, one more time. You got to like blow it up. 4 o'clock. I mean, we all been here twice. 4 o'clock beats you. Come on. You got to do it. 1, 2, 3, go. Come on. That's pretty good. Is that better? You guys good? You satisfied with that one? Okay. Yeah, pretty good. All right, so you're going to have 2 more chances, but right now we're going to do this whole processional thing so we can give out diplomas. You going to start it up? All right, we're going to start this up. You guys, if you'll stand up, tell them what to do.
All right, let's get to the reason why we are all here today, to celebrate you graduates. Graduates, as each of you walk across and exits the stage today, you will receive a rose. As you walk back to your seat, we would like you to reflect on your journey that led you here today and perhaps a special person who motivated and made a difference in your journey. If that person is present, we encourage you to present this rose to them after the ceremony. Now is the time you have all been waiting for, the presentation of graduates. As we call names, the students in black gowns that you see crossing the stage are graduates of Smart Schools, and the students in blue are graduates of Graduation Solutions. Smart Schools are programmed for adults age 22 and older. Graduation Solutions is for those age 16 to 21. As you will see, you can graduate at any age with a high school diploma. After the closing remarks from our CEO and founder, all graduates, please form an orderly line and follow the ushers out into the lobby to join your families outside. Please do not leave until we have a formal procession. Will all family members please stay seated while the graduates exit so we can give them their moment to shine? Woo! All right, let's have some fun. Here we go.
Okay, are y'all ready? Let's do this. Marina Garcia. Marissa Rubalcaba. Danielle Irvin. Nevaeh Haywood. Dominique Evans. Angel Pari. Liliane Hollis. Stephanie Miranda. Angelina Truong. Rocio Fuentes. Araceli Gomez. Ezekiel Haro. Walter Jackson. Francisco Tapia. Kiowa Benali. Apollonia Valdez. Blake Spooner. Yahaira Gonzalez Reyes. Daisy Saldana Torres. Alexis Dorier. Shyla Bowles. Congratulations. Christian Hooper. Madison Maggie Stedman. Talia Cervantes. Sophia Beringer. Monique Contreras. Sierra Renee Martinez. Joseph Andrew Martinez. Liliana Carrillo Fabian. Cheyenne Johnson. Kiara Colbert Watkins. Sophia Ochoa. JC Behunin. Got it. Jaden Murphy. Gotcha. Thank you, Elian. Elian Gomez Rodriguez. Thank you. Sela Hillenbrandt. Thank you. Tristiana Antone. Damian Garcia. What? Got it. Isaiah Ford Soto. Elise Bringardner. Rodrigo Mireles. Angel Lerma. Thanks, bro. Jace Perry. Sorry, girl. Sorry. Wait, we got a hat issue here. Hang on. Amber Perez. Nicolas Castro Miranda. Erickson Perez Melin. Byron Valenzuela Rodriguez. Brooklyn Yazzie. Paige Rutledge Romney. Genesis Cahy. Oh. Urzua, got it. Raymond Urzua. Liliana Hernandez. All right. Kaylee Kraus. Milan. Got it. Milan Murillo. Thank you. Elian Montoro. Lauren Grill. Maya Pombo. Hunter King. Bella Cruz. Liliana Flores. Giselle Barachi Beltran. Myla Hendricks. Valerie Orozco. Valentina Torres Munoz. Chelsea Delosier. Ariana Hunter. Jove Minor. Jackie Quesada. Anthony Rueda. Judith Barron Camacho. Dairani Barron Camacho. Ryland McDonald. Anastasia Fuentes. Makayo Sosi. Jaden Jones. So cute. Katie Curly Hair. Mireya Reyes. Hang on, Ashley. Sorry. Ashley Diaz Silva. Bianca Garcia. Rachel Maynard. Jacob Carrillo. Rogelio Campas. Antonio Molina Jr. Anthony Mendoza Hernandez. Got it. Tan Win. Isaac Cesena Celaya. Viviana Lopez. Antonio Gutierrez. Diego Olivaria. Abisai Sandoval Rios. Cassandra Wiki. Lupita Valleja Rodriguez. Ana Alicia Davis Hartman. Gabriela Herrera. Stephen Duran. Not supposed to have those. Luis Chavez. Tony Lara. Hayden Smoot. Neldy Paulina Borrayo. Johnny Moreno. Angel Tafoya Torres. Jeremiah got it. Jeremiah Carmona. And last but certainly not least, our princess, Jennifer Chavez. Give it to Jim. You want to go ahead and go give, yep.
Okay, graduates. Somebody needs to check their cap. Yep, there we go. That was easy. Thank you. Oh, my. So we have one more piece of business. Well done with that. Good job, by the way. You all are crazy right there. That was good. That was good. What do you think about doing the tassel and calling this thing good? Y'all ready? You ready to go celebrate? Do your thing? So you got to get them ready to go. This is just the way it works. We're almost done. So can you guys get loud a little bit more? Just one more time. Yeah. Is that good? A little bit more? I mean, this is the end, right? So we gotta like send you off with like one more, like really big one. We want to see if we can knock you into labor? No, not yet. Too soon for that. Okay, sorry, bad joke. So one more time. You got to go with whoever's pregnant. They got to like tell you yes or no because they'll kill you. I'm just kidding. Just totally kidding, sort of. You're going to give me the thumbs up when it's good? All right, one more time, like loud. And then if she gives the thumbs up, we're done. We'll do the cap and gown and we'll do the flip and then we're good. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Come on, let's go. Okay. That's good. That was, she gave you a double thumbs up. She was a 2 thumbs up, so that was good. If you guys will stand, we're going to wrap this thing up. Congratulations. You deserve this. You worked hard for it. You've overcome adversity. You got loved ones that care about you. You guys have bright futures ahead. Just persevere. Go through it. Put one foot ahead of the next one, and let's go. Take that tassel. It is on the right. You are going to move it to the left. I'm going to say, once you do it. Move that tassel. Go from the right to the left. Go to the right to the left. Move your tassel. Go. Do it. You are formally graduates. Go party. Go have fun.
Now I'm up. Yeah. This all God, this ain't no love. Yeah. I used to be stuck in that mud. Whoa. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm